So we would say that Zotero, oh, I got it. It's a software that you as a scholar or another you would need for your citations and preparation of your bibliography or reference list. How does this citation management tool work? We have some, especially in Word and others that we are going to see, and they help you to integrate what you have learned. You input the in-text citation and your reference list in an easy manner. We have so many of them. Some of them are commercial-based citation management tools where you pay or you subscribe. I know of organizations that have paid for EndNote, and there are those who are experts in using EndNote, and that's fine. And there are other organizations that major on LeftWorks, and again, with EndNote, we have a portion of it which is really available in open source or open access platform. But in the entirety of EndNote, which is a very good software to help in citation management, requires that you pay to get the full performance of that citation management tool. LeftWork the same, there is a free version of it, but the best one, you have to pay for it. Mentory, there are those who are used to Mentory because it's also free and open access software that also helps with citation management, but it has its own limitations when compared to Zotero. We have papers, we have Word. And even Word, I know there are people who are used to Word, where they go up there, they type the bibliographic information about that particular author, the year, the title, you type. And then when it comes to entering that part of citation in your in-text and your reference, also Word helps in creating those in-text citations and references. However, if we are to compare Zotero with a few of those ones which are available in the market, and the reason as to why maybe we somehow settled Zotero. When it comes to EndNote, it's commercial based. LeftWorks, again, it's commercial based, very good. But Zotero is free and open source. What do I mean by open source? There is that movement that came a few years ago, whereby the Western world, they realized there are people who are digitally deprived or disadvantaged in terms of information and technology. And therefore, they developed this movement of opening up these technologies, especially to the third world countries. And in that movement, they were able to provide free and open access resources, more so even those technologies, like people who struggle with SPSS, which to some extent you have to cough some money, if not institutional. But there are others which are available free online and they are equally good. And in fact, some of them would be even higher than some of the commercially based softwares. So they were able to develop through the common something, and so they are able to provide for all of us to access this technology and develop knowledge. And we have Mentory, which I also put there, is also free, open access source, which is free. When it comes to using both Mac, because we have different types of computers, all of them are useful to any type of computer or software that you have. Can you use these softwares with a mobile phone? And this is where now we have a few challenges. Like now with EndNote, you can use your iPad, mobile, yes, LeftWorks will accept that. But Zotero, I'm still also struggling when it comes to using Zotero and at the same time you're using your phone. But it is also useful. You can still use some aspects of Zotero in that. When it comes to integrating with Word, all of them will work very well because the purpose is to make sure that you can integrate your citations with the Word document. When it comes to citation styles, we have some limited with like LeftWorks, just 1,000 plus. But when it comes to Zotero with around 7,000 and above, that tells you that it is equally capable of dealing with all citation styles, which we dealt with last time, and we said API is not the only citation style that is there. When it comes to importing filters, very good with Zotero, you can see there. Web-based, very good. You can see it's very good when it comes to that. Duplicating record detection, you can see the current version is able to do that as of now. So when it comes to open source down there, you will find that Zotero is beating almost all of them, and it is equal. When you work with EndNote and you work with Zotero, you find they are almost the same. I can see Caroline Dunge, you have raised your hand. Do you have something to say, Caroline? Caroline?
Sorry, let's carry on. I'm sorry, Reverend.
Okay. Now, what I have done was just an introduction and telling you that there are many more citation management tools. You can make use of them like Mentor and the others. But I'm basing our today's lesson on Zotero. We have been using Zotero for a long time. Why? I don't know why it is refused. I need to stop sharing this one so that we can do now practicals on how to download Zotero and make use of Zotero. But before that, maybe I see with a show of hand, or we do what? A survey and know how many are familiar with Zotero. Can Dr. put a survey there for me, a poll, a small poll, just to know how many are familiar with Zotero or any other citation management tool? Dr. Are you able to do that? Or I create one, I don't know if I can create one from here. Hey, Dr. Are you able to do a questionnaire online?
Yes, I can do a poll. Yes, I can. You want me to do a poll? Okay,
yeah,
that's
do
fine.
A poll. We verify how many are familiar with Zotero.
Okay.
And maybe Medri or EndNote or FWAC, and then we are able to know from what point now to bring in Zotero.
So what will be the poll questions?
Are you familiar with Zotero? Or are you familiar with any other citation management tool? Which other citation management tool are you familiar with? And then we get a few statistics from that. Yes.
Okay, you can proceed on as I do that.
All right, all right. So I want to go straight now to practicalities on how to use Zotero. If you have your computer with you, let me share the screen. Oh, do I need to share the screen now or I wait for you, Daktari? Can I share the screen? Okay, maybe as Daktari comes on board, let me share the screen. I need to stop this one. It needs to go.
Just continue. I'm still doing the poll questions.
Okay. I'm trying to add show. That's it. Okay. So let's now open your computer where you can be able to access the internet. We move together now. We are getting into practicals on how to use Zotero.
Excuse me, Reverend.
Yes, go ahead. Excused.
Evans here. There is a pop-up that has appeared on my laptop, Daystar University Evening Orientation, January 2024. Are we to respond to it?
No, that one I think was because it was the last poll that was set. That's why it's still popping up. And I think I don't know where it was shared, but I can remove it.
Okay.
I don't know how it ended up there, but that's fine. Don't go that. I'll share the poll.
Okay. No, I have given you the wording Zotero. So you type Zotero, like that. From your end, just Google Zotero. And when you Google Zotero, There is a full definition of what Zotero is. And in this definition, as I have said, it is a research assistant. It will work with you. Be it in the physical library, you can still use Zotero to record the materials that you have used in the library, whether in print or in electronic format. So it is your research assistant. It is also what we have called the citation management tool. It is free. And one thing I like about Zotero is that it's easy to use and it helps you to correct, to organize, to annotate, to cite, and also to share your research output. So as a group, you can share, you can also learn from the others in the area of your interest. It's also available in Mac and Windows, and you can be able to download and use it in all these gadgets. So I'm pausing for you now to be sure that you're already there. And then the next step, are you there?
Excuse me, can I download it now or it will take a long time?
Hey, Ukobere, we can download. Let's now move to the next step, download. I choose to be a bit slow to allow everyone.
Are we clicking on this download icon?
From your head, if you Googled, then click on download. Yes, I've clicked on download, and you can see from my screen here after I click on download, there are two things that have popped up. One, we have Zotero for Windows and we have Zotero Connector. Take note of these two. You must install these two softwares, if I call them so. The first one is being the standalone for Zotero. You click on download. You click on this one, Zotero download. So once you click on Zotero download, if you're using a Mac, then you can come and use your Mac here. If you're using Linux, iOS, so all of them, you have to click on this one so that you can download the ones that is compatible with your machine. So in this case, personally, I'm using Windows and I've already installed, so I click on Windows. Download for the Windows. So it is opening. I hope also from your aids, it's opening. So you can see mine is installed, downloading up here. There is an icon showing that it's downloading. I don't know why today it chooses to be a bit slow, either because I have double clicked. It's quite heavy. Oh, yeah. It's about to finish. So my Zotero is about to finish downloading. Okay.
Sorry, Reverend. Which
Yes.
icon I was a bit slow in downloading, or rather in getting where we are now? What
You're
do I
already there?
click if I'm at, no. Where do I click for Windows?
Oh, for Windows.
Yes,
Can you see this one?
yes.
You click now download here, this one.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
If you're using Windows, you
All
click
right.
yes. Mine has downloaded, and I am
Just to ask, did you say we downloaded both of them?
before you download both of them, I have started with the first one, which is for Windows.
Zotero 6.
Yeah, Zotero 6. Leave alone the connector for now, so that
Yes.
all of us can download and be sure that we have downloaded the Zotero. So I have downloaded it, and you can see now it is asking me to install. So if I'm to install, then I will allow Zotero to follow the steps. So you keep on saying next, like that. Standalone, you custom like that next. But because personally I have installed, I don't want to disturb the installation that I have already done. But from your end, I request that you follow to the end and make sure that you install your Zotero.
What?
Yes, go ahead.
Excuse
Someone
me.
is yes.
Mine is saying the app you're trying to install isn't a Microsoft verified app.
Do you have a place of bypassing that? I think it is your antivirus may have, or the settings in your machine, which
Yeah, like even mine cannot allow. I think it's because of the machine I'm using.
Go to settings.
No.
Are you able to change your settings to allow?
Yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
So once you're ready, you can let me know when to run the poll.
Let me
Excuse
stop
me.
sharing so that as they install, you run the poll. That would be fine
Yeah.
because they're installing now.
Excuse me, Mr. Congo.
Yes, yes.
When I got the Zotero 6 and then the connector, when I click on 6, it is like it was waiting for me to also download connector. So I went to connector, and now everything connector was the only one which is coming. So
Mwalimu umekimbia sana. Sasa iko sawa lakini umekimbia.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
I've already downloaded. I've been told to download the connector. Can I go ahead?
You can go ahead. I
Okay.
wanted all of us to be at the first stage of
People are already
downloading.
running.
You are
Okay.
running ahead. You're already ahead, which is okay because that is the next step. And before we go to the next step, let me allow Daktari to share the poll.
Okay. Let's see. It's okay. Okay, sure.
I can see Plank, you have a, is it Zipporah? Oh, Zipporah, you have a problem with your network. I believe you'll be able to sort that one out. Helen, which one are we downloading? The one showing Zotero 6.0. That is it. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one that we are downloading. I can see Flank, you have put something I need to see here. Okay, the one for Zotero. Click on that one for Zotero. Before you go to the web, just click on the Zotero first. To understand your language first. Maybe what you meant by that one. Which respond.
I don't know if they're able to access the poll as they download. Are you able to access the poll?
From my end, I can't see. It's supposed to appear on the screen.
Yeah, no, I've already launched, so it's just supposed to appear on their on their screen, and but then I haven't shared. I've just launched.
Okay, so you can share.
It's not showing on your screen.
No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm only seeing myself here.
No, everybody else. Are you seeing it on your screen?
No.
No.
It tells me it has already launched, so I don't know exactly. Go back. Let me first of all end this poll. I think that's why it was. And I want to delete it.
I can see it.
Okay, the one for the Zotero.
Yes. Are you familiar with Zotero, a citation management tool? What
Where
about
you see it? So the rest of us are not seeing it. Oh, me, I'm not seeing it.
What do we need to? Oh yeah, it has come now. It has come. Yes.
All right. Only 2% responded. 100% I said no. So
how many out of that is a 4 out of 9? Okay.
10 out of 10. Okay. Responses 12. Let me see. We're
we
still at
have
100.
one.
Okay. At least with someone who is already there.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, this is
Hello,
good.
Daktari. Hello, Doc.
Yes.
I wish you could have put an option in the second line
None
on maybe none of the above.
Yeah.
That's so true
Oh,
because
Because,
that's why I didn't
yeah.
answer the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for
it's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
If you don't answer, that's fine. It just means you don't know. It's okay. I would have put it, but now since I've already launched, it just means, yeah. Let's see.
He didn't even respond to any question because I thought this doesn't sound like us. So I didn't. So I just.
Only 30 people have answered, so we still have 15 who have not answered. Can you answer question 1? If you don't have to proceed to question 2, we don't even have an option. Paul not responding, probably your internet. You say 75% only participated in that poll. Not in terms of sampling, not a bad sample anyway. Anyone else who's not responded?
Dr. From my side, I'm having a problem. Actually, I didn't even proceed. I've requested Halim to check my machine. So
Okay.
I'm literally stuck. So I'll be following as people goes on.
I don't know if I relaunch, it will save the other one or not, but let me try to relaunch for those. Okay, let me. Relaunching will clear existing. No. So relaunching will just clear. Anyone who has not responded yet, but in terms of a good sample, I think we are there. We are not bad of. See, okay.
Are you on my machine? Click yes.
So, huh? Okay, should I share? I think some people are stuck, some people, 10 people. Yeah, so in terms of
yeah. In terms of sampling, you're doing well. We can work with that now.
Are you able to see the percentages?
That is, we have 30 out of 40, so only 10 that were not able to answer.
Yeah, some are saying they can't see somewhere, so that happened. But you can see out of 32 are a little bit familiar, 93% not. So just so 93 doesn't mean, but I don't know what. It just means that most of the people here, majority of the students here, are not familiar with the Zotero.
Yeah, and it gives me a bit of a hope that they understand more of a citation management tool. These 3 out of 4 who understood a bit of mentoring, and others understood more about Zotero. So we only have 7% who are quite familiar with Zotero. So mentoring and Zotero, yeah, so we have a good percentage.
So you people, what does that mean in terms of significance, or what the VC has taught you?
Oh yeah, statistics now. Yes, ask the question. Yes.
Dr. Yu, wacha kwenda huko sahi.
I thought you've just learned this. What does this poll mean to you if you are carrying out a study? Yeah?
From our class on statistics, they'll query how many people
I will need to do some qualitative too.
It means
all right,
there's
I'll
a lot of work to be done.
Yes, you can. Now we have a picture of how many are interested in learning more.
Maybe if Bonokungu, if you remove Z, many people will be familiar.
Zotero. And we put H. So if we remove Z and put H between T and A, I think they'll be familiar. All right. That's fine. We can stop sharing. Is it me to stop sharing? Oh. Okay. All right. So now I know the 93% who needs to familiarize themselves, and the 7% might be interested also to share their knowledge, their experiences, and also to refresh what they know. So we are also eagerly waiting to learn from each other. All right. So we were somewhere. Let me continue sharing the screen. So we were here now. We were saying you install for Windows 6.0 this one. So we clicked on download. And when we clicked on this download for Zotero here, we went further and looked for where it downloaded from. Mine downloaded on top here. And so you click on it and then you follow the steps up to the point of installation. So now that is done, I believe you have now installed the standalone Zotero. The next step is to install a Chrome connector. If you're using Chrome, you will use Chrome connector. If you're not using Chrome, but you have other browsers, like if you are using Firefox, then you come and install Firefox. If you're using Edge connector, you go and use the Edge connector. If you're using Safari, depending on your browser, then it must connect. Why do we need to connect? This Zotero, which comes in to become a storage of your documents, the things that you're learning and using, it needs to be connected to your browser so that it can move with you. Whenever you click on something and you are searching for anything, Zotero will always be with you because you have connected it with your browser. So you need to connect it. So you put a connector. Now, there are 3 ways to know that you have succeeded in the installation of Zotero. What are these 3 ways? One of them, when you come to your web browser, top, like mine here, you will find that there is a Z here, which has popped up on top. Can you see a Z in your web browser? And if you bring the cursor near here, you will see Zotero. It is actually showing you that Zotero has been installed. There are some, it will not appear here, but if you click on this part here, you will see your Zotero, and then you pin it. You can click on the pinning. So you pin your Zotero so that it can appear on top. So I have put my Zotero. You can see I have succeeded by seeing.
Excuse me, Rev.
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. This is Juliet. I think I'm lost from from installing the Zotero connector.
Okay.
Yeah. I did
Perfect.
the.
Let me go back. Let me go.
Okay.
Don't worry. Let me go back. You have installed this one, Juliet?
Yes, that one I had done so.
And did you get this one?
Yes, I clicked the install Chrome connector. Then nothing appeared on my screen. I didn't see anything.
When you click on that, you should be able to see this page. Did you see this page?
Yes, I saw that page.
And what do you do with this page?
It just disappeared. I think I went back when now you're asking us to check whether it is up, the icon is there. So I just left the page.
Now go to that page, click on it again, because mine is already installed. So if I click here, I will remove it from my Chrome, which I don't want to do.
So that one means it's like I'll start afresh, as if I'm downloading Zotero. Because now,
yes. Just Google Zotero again, but you don't go for the 6.0. You go straight to the one that has connector. Then you click on that one.
click the install Chrome connector.
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you now?
I'm in this page.
Can you see add that connector?
I scroll down or
no, on top there should be.
Yes. Add to Chrome, eh?
Yes. Click that.
Okay.
All right. Are you there now?
Yes, but it's
now
still it's still downloading.
Okay. It can take a bit of time depending on your.
Can we download and maybe set up after the lesson? Because I'm not sure whether I'm able to download and set up at the same time. I'm using the same laptop.
Oh, so we move on. Then you can access this from YouTube and you follow up. Which is okay.
That would be okay.
Question.
For me, I'm at.
Is Zotero connector that we are pinning, or it's the Zotero app that we are pinning? Because mine, I think I've only seen the Zotero connector at where the extensions are, and I've pinned the Zotero connector, not the Zotero app itself.
That's fine. Whatever you are able to pin and you saw Z and you're able to pin it there, you are good. You are
Okay.
good. Now, we have just mentioned one way to know that you have succeeded in the installation of Zotero. And we can see the Z. Anytime you open your browser, you see the Z appearing. The
Hello.
same way we were able to pin my loft and the others.
Rev,
Yes, yes.
I'm using Edge.
If you're using Edge, it should also be appearing in your Edge. Is it appearing?
I can't see it.
Let me see if I come to Edge, and then I come to downloads for the Edge, and then I tell Zotero to connect for the Edge, which is here. So you install for Edge. So I'm working now on Edge. And as you can see now, I'm using Edge. I'm not using the Chrome. And then I come on top here to see whether my Zotero has appeared. Can you see my connector here? Those who are using Edge, can you see it? Can you see where I got my Zotero after installation of the Zotero connector to Edge? Can you see it? Did you see where I
Yes, I
got?
have.
Yes, yes.
Then you can click on it, or rather you can pin it. You can pin it. So this one requires you to open the eye. Maybe when you look at your machine, the eyes are closed. Can you open the eyes? From Edge, you have to open the eyes.
But mine is a pin.
It's a pin, but you're using Chrome.
Yes, yes.
Chrome will use a pin, but Edge will
Mm.
use a bright eye and open eye. So if you're using Chrome like me, you will find it here. If I click there, then you can see the pin. So if I click on the pin, I will be unpinning it because I've already pinned it. So have
Okay.
you pinned it now? I hope you have succeeded, those ones who are using Chrome.
So but doctor, do I click the pin, or when I do that, I'll unpin it?
Don't unpin. If you have already pinned it, we don't
Okay,
have
leave it like that. Okay,
and
sawa.
just leave it like that.
Thank you.
Okay, I can see Emma is saying if you're using the same laptop, you can minimize. Yeah, he's giving a good advice that you can use. It is okay. You can minimize, and then the way I'm minimizing, and I'm able to navigate through the system as well as Zoom. Okay, now we have looked at one way of ascertaining that we have succeeded in the installation of Zotero. One way is checking the Z. We go to the second way of checking the success of our Zotero. Don't worry, please. Please, you are using Edge.
Mr. Boom, I have realized where the challenge is. I think I'll look for you personally. Let's just
Okay.
continue.
No problem. You
Yeah.
can come to the library. I'm available
Yeah.
there, so no problem there. So now we have now succeeded in getting the Z. And after succeeding with the Z, let me see in a message. Please increase the volume like that. Oh, Juliana, let me increase the volume. Can you hear me now? I believe I've increased the volume, not to the maximum, but to some extent that you can hear me. Can you hear me now, Juliana? Where do we find Mr. Kongo? You will find me in the library, Nairobi campus. If you come to Nairobi campus,
Yes, but very fast.
Yes. Juliana,
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Helen is asking, where do you find me? You find me in the library. When you come to the Nairobi campus library, ask for Kumo. You will find me there. I have also trained this to most of my staff. And I believe almost all of them can be able to assist you, whether I'm around or not. I have
Thank
shared
you.
the knowledge with them. Yeah, so walk into any library, whether available or here, they have the knowledge. Okay, Faith, you have something to say?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
looking
go
at your screen and mine is very different. I don't know.
I know why it is different because I had gone to help Chris with Edge. So now I'm back to Chrome.
Okay.
Are you using Chrome?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, I have said one way to succeed, to know you have succeeded, is to have your Z on top. That is one. Number two, if I minimize my page, you will find that my Zotero, what are these? My Zotero is appearing on my screen, desktop. So can you see my desktop has a Zotero in it? So you have Zotero, and when I click on it, it becomes activated and it is brought down here. You can see a Z down here. That tells you I have succeeded in the installation of Zotero. That is one. And that is number two. Now we go to number three in the installation. Okay, I need to open a new Word document so that I don't bring in trouble. If I open other people's documents that trusted me with their document, I want to open a Word document in a Word document here, at least a plain one. And there we are. So we have a Word document which is plain. This is the third way of knowing that we have succeeded. Open your Word document, any Word document, whether existing, a new one, and you will find that Zotero has customized your page. Yeah, this part you will find Zotero has actually customized your page and it is appearing on top there. Is Zotero appearing top of
Yes, it is.
So do we have anyone struggling to see Zotero in Word document?
Yes, I
will have to
can.
look for you.
Yes.
I can't see mine, Rev. I think, yeah, okay, yeah, it's in Sawa.
Have
It's
you
written up
seen it?
there. Yeah, it's in Word there, written up there. I couldn't see it, but
On
it's
top
there.
here, Zotero.
Yes,
Some
yes,
could
thank
be
you.
appearing as Z, and that is
Mm,
still fine. But
okay,
normally it should appear with Zotero. Can you see
okay.
that Zotero? Anyone with a challenge to see Zotero appearing on top? I guess no. So we can move to the next step.
I
Now
can't
we
No,
yeah,
excuse me, Reverend.
yes, go ahead.
I
Go
can't see
ahead.
mine either. So
I also can't see mine.
Now what I will do, are you able to share your screen? I look at it.
Okay, I'm using. For me, I can't.
I
I'm
have
using.
stopped sharing mine. Now share, one of you can share your screen, I see, so that I can help you.
Can I share?
Yes, go ahead. Share the screen. Now I see, hey, okay. Yours has no Zotero at all. But I see if effect classic, I see if effect. Do you stay far away from Nairobi? I may need to have your computer be trained to look at its configurations.
Yeah,
But
I'm in Western. Nairobi is another world.
Western now. Mine does not have to. Can I see another one? You can stop sharing this one. I will tell you what to do. So that we see any other with any other person with a challenge. Let me
allow
see.
me to share. Am I
You
allowed to
with
share?
me?
Share screen.
Okay. Now, for those who are struggling to see Zotero,
There is mine.
No word in your Word document. Now do this, before I tell you the next step.
Yeah.
The first thing to do is to restart your computer.
Oh, okay.
And if you restart, will we lose you here? Ama you're
You
using
lose me
another-
briefly.
Yeah, you restart your computer.
Yeah.
If you still have the same problem, then we go to the next step of diagnosis. But as of now,
Which
you need
means
to-
physically looking for you, right?
Not really. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe after this, we can do another Zoom with you, and or if you're able to do it very fast now, just restart your computer and
Okay.
come to the Word document again. I have seen with some computers, you have to restart them so that they can pick up our Zotero.
All right, let me stop sharing.
Okay. But did you share your desktop? Did you succeed at the desktop level?
I can't see it there, but on the downloads I can see it. So I
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
where.
Then can I see you? Maybe that's where the problem is. Can I see your desktop?
It's not on the desktop.
Then you have not succeeded in the installation, which was key.
It has not been installed.
But it is
It
showing.
is possible. There's a possibility that
There's-
Florence will not install that Zotero. It is still in the downloads.
Yeah, so we are still at the
when I was installing,
Can I
when I
hear?
was installing, like me, I canceled because there is a window that appeared and it was asking me, do I allow the application to change my settings or something? Then I
then
canceled.
you didn't allow it. Now I can see your Zotero on top. This shows it is good. You have already installed Zotero. So your case, open in one
That's
document.
not mine. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. The person who had a problem with installation, can you share your desktop? We see whether you had a Z.
Can I be allowed to share, please?
Yes, go ahead, share so that I can see.
I can't share. I'm told I can't.
Oh, you
share.
can't be able to share. Okay. Can you take a photo?
Okay.
Maybe you can post the photo here. I'll be able to tell where maybe the challenge is. So in the meantime, actually we can move on. I know a huge percentage were able to see the Word document. In the Word document, you're able to see Zotero on top. Is that so? Do you have, okay, please allow the app to make changes. That's fine. Just allow the app to make changes. Very, very important. Allow the app to make changes. Don't worry about it. It's, okay. Yes, your Z is there. Click now any Word document like that one, planning and implementation, any Word document. And preferably a new Word.
It's here.
You are using, okay. Again, let me show you what to do. I will stop sharing so that now I show you and the next step of try to diagnose your problem. Now, from here, let me share again. Let me share. Just a minute. I share with you. Okay. I want to share this one here. If you didn't see the Z here, then you may need to come to your Zotero and you look at your tools. Your tools, you see whether you could click on these add-ons and you see whether they will be able to help you in making sure that your Zotero is active. The other thing, if you still have this problem, and you're able to come to Nairobi, or we organize a Zoom meeting just between me and you, and we even go to help desk. We install a help desk for you. I'm able to come to your laptop and we navigate through help desk, or you come through a Zoom meeting between me and you, and then we'll be able to work around and ensure that you have your Zotero working. So in the interest of time, I guess those who are struggling, I'll still not leave you behind. I'll ensure that you have access to Zotero either through a private Zoom between me and you, and then, or we do a desk, something, yes. So we'll be able to connect. I'll be able to help you with that. All right.
Thank you.
Doctor, is that acceptable so that we can move on? Dr. Caroline, you are there. Daktari, are you there? Okay, fine. Maybe, okay. Let's now move on to utilization of Zotero now. Now that we have installed Zotero, how do we make use of Zotero in the things that we shared? We said it is meant to do the collecting all the things that you're reading. As a research assistant, should keep a record of those things that you're reading. You are allowed to keep a record, to collect, organize, and make sure that it helps you with citation. Now, you come to Zotero. Unfortunately, mine has been used for a long time. It has so many folders. So ignore these folders and we come to creating a new folder. Can you see at your left, Ed? You click on create a new folder, new collection, sorry. And you see something that has popped up there that I enter the name of the collection. Now, with this name of collection, maybe you are working on a paper that has maybe like 4 objectives, and you'd like each and every objective when you research materials on that particular objective to go to a particular folder. Currently, I'm dealing with knowledge management, and maybe I type knowledge. Yes.
Kindly repeat. My network went.
Okay, no problem. Let me go back. I'm saying, can you click on Zotero from your desktop? Can you see that Z on your desktop? You click on it. Let me go back to my desktop. You click on this Zotero so that it opens. And the moment you click from your desktop, it will appear down here to tell you that your Zotero is active. Are you there now?
Yes.
Good. The next step, we come to folders down here, up here, at the file. Then you click on this one. So can you see this one, new collections?
New collection.
New
Rev,
collection?
I think I'm equally lost.
Okay, let me cancel that. Tell me where you are lost at.
Okay, from the desktop, I can see it, and I have clicked it. But what's coming on my screen is welcome to Zotero. Then there are some like view the quick start guide to learn EVO, then install a Zotero connector. So it's there.
Let me do this. Are you able to share your screen? I work with you. Maybe the others were struggling.
I think I know where you can help because I think I'm with her.
Yes.
Just below that part of welcome and go to your top left where there's the file bit.
Okay, where there's the file.
Yes, and then click on it.
I click the file, eh?
Yes, and then there's the new collection.
Sorry?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could still use the file and then click on new collection, and you could also use the icon that is here, which looks like a folder, and then it allows you to create a new collection.
So I click the new collection.
Yes,
Sawa. I'm there now. Thank you.
Good. I can see Regina. You have something to say, Regina?
Yes, I'm not sure if I'm at par. My Zotero reads my library, my publication, duplicate items, and filmed items trash.
Are you able to share your screen? I look at it.
It's just okay. He's in the correct window. Just go up there where there is file.
Okay, look at the file. Yes.
Where there is file at the corner up on my library, just above my library. There is a file up there. There is file. Yes. Click either the file or the folder.
Far left.
Yes.
Just
click the
below
folder
file.
or the file, then select new collections.
There's a folder with an addition sign.
Yeah, this plus here. This one.
A yellow one.
Yes, a yellow one.
Yes. Click on that one.
I'm seeing the file, the new item, new note, new collections.
Go click on that new collection. New collection, eh?
Okay.
After you have created on
Enter a name for this
now,
collection.
we are together.
We are there.
Together.
Okay.
That's where we are. Now, here, what you're supposed to do, I was talking about if you are dealing with a research and you have like 3 or 4 objectives, and maybe per objective you'd like to keep folder for all the materials that you are dealing with that particular objective.
Sauti.
Yes? All right. So now
Your sound is down.
my volume is down.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, now I am close to my machine, and I hope now you can hear me. Can you hear me very well? I'm very close to it now to ensure that you can hear me. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
can
very
hear.
much. Now, here you put the name of the folder, maybe based on your objective or the topics that you're dealing with. I was saying I was dealing with knowledge management. Maybe I can type attitude as one of the objectives I'm dealing with. Attitudes. So I maybe put attitudes as part of what I may need to look at. So I've created something called, oh, I had another one called attitudes. So we have attitudes, which I've created as a folder. You can create a folder based on your topic of your interest. Are you able to create a folder based on your topic or topics? You can create as many folders depending on your research that you're doing. Maybe you are doing a course here and you'd like the materials that you research for that particular course. If it is readership, then you have readership folder. If it is the materials for policies, then you put the policies folder and you create these folders as many as you can. I have created one that is called attitudes. Among all these other ones, maybe I've used when I'm teaching. So we have attitude. So I have created one for, sorry, that one I have populated information. So this one we have just created with you. All right, we have created a folder. We want to populate the materials into this folder so that we can use in our paper. So how are we going to populate the materials and make them available for us to use as we write the paper? How to do it? We have three main ways, but I have the fourth one. The first one, you can do it manually by coming here. Can you see like a green plus? Like a green plus here. If you click on this drop down, it helps you to see the types of informational materials that you can put. In this case, if you're using if you have a network, or maybe on the top of your table, a document, an email, a magazine, a book, depending on the material that you'd like to put. Let's say I have a book and I want to put it manually here. So manually, the people who are used to Word document, they are familiar with putting in this kind of information by typing in the information here. You look at that title, you type, you put the author, that is starting with the last name, first name. If there is an abstract, you do that, volume, etc., etc. So you type this one. So in this case, you are doing it manually if it is a book. If it is a journal, then a journal article, then you do the same, you type. Maybe you have it on top of your table and you'd like to just pick the details of that particular journal. So you pick it and you type directly. This is manual. And those people who are familiar with Word document, they will tell me they're able to do this with a lot of ease because maybe it is not available online. Whatever material that you're using is unique. It has never been even cataloged. So you need to put it manually. The second one is when you have an identifier like an ISBN number of a book or a DOI. And last time we dealt with the DOI, we dealt with ISBN numbers. And if you have DOI, then you put that DOI here. If you have an ISBN number, I think I have a few books maybe on the table here. Let me check for a book that has an ISBN number, or we can do it from the My Loft. Remember we had talked about My Loft. And if you look at My Loft here and we pick a book that has ISBN, we said this one is supposed to integrate with the resources that we were using. And maybe we look for a book from e-resources. I know we dealt with My Loft, so I believe you're familiar with it. Okay. Let me pick a book from ProQuest. And then we searched for a book. I remember we dealt with this. So I just pick one book, or there are no matches for this one. Let me pick this one. And we have the ISBN number. It was provided here. So even if that book is available online or you have it at maybe your library, you just come and pick the ISBN, this one, the ISBN number, this one. I have picked for this particular book. I copied. Then I come to my Zotero, and the identifier, I have ISBN, then I paste it, I enter. So when I enter the ISBN number of that particular book, the information about this book is populated now. I don't have to type. What I have picked was the ISBN number, which you can type if it is not available online. You type the ISBN number, then the system will populate all the bibliographic information about that particular book. The same happens with a journal article. You just pick its DOI, and then that DOI, you come and populate it here. Maybe let me pick a Sage.
You're breaking, or is it my network?
Am I breaking to the others?
No.
I think it's yours, Jane.
No.
Okay. Yes. Is it mine or we agree? Okay. So now we have.
You're not breaking.
Okay. Okay. Then we can look for something on a journal, maybe research methods.
Excuse me, Mwalimu, I hope this is being recorded because as we were trying to install Zotero, my computer just went off. It told me the device has run into problem. So I had to come back.
I saw something. Daktari can confirm, but I saw something like they are recording. It is being recorded in YouTube. I saw something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is recorded. Mwalimu, it is recorded.
I also have a question, Rev.
Yes.
Now, okay, like on my side, I don't have that, my loft. I've not installed it, maybe the way you've gone directly. In terms of guiding us, like now, is there any other method you can use to do it manually instead of going through my loft? Because I would really wish to follow step by step as you do it.
Oh, you can also have our library page. The library, let me type our library page. Library Daystar. If you came to our catalog, the library page, and maybe you searched for a book from the library, a physical book that we have in the library. I'm only avoiding to type in the interest of time, but now maybe you search for a book like this one. Is this electronic? I wanted a physical book. I didn't want, they are all electronic. They are all electronic, so I don't need that topic. Let me look for the ones which are physical. Like if you have a book with you there, do you have a book that has an ISBN number? Maybe let me look at psychology. I know we have some psychology.
Allow me to interrupt, Samuel. Rev, how are you?
I'm all right, Professor. Karibu sana.
I decided to sit in your class and learn also. I am a user of EndNotes in my referencing because I can afford the software.
Yes.
But I am really, really impressed with your approach with my students.
Thank you.
It makes me very strong. That's what makes me strong. I keep saying, when you're a Daystarian and you're given an assignment, do it with all your heart and the patience you have demonstrated. These students should count themselves lucky. There are very few universities who would put you through this work, and I would like them to master this application, this software. and they work with it in life. Those of us who are in corporate bodies, you can that can pay for EndNote, like, you know, my office in research, I have a budget, so I'm able to pay for it. But I just wanted to thank you and tell you I really appreciate. And I also want to tell the class that anytime I want material, it doesn't matter whether it is midnight or 1 o'clock, they know me to be crazy. I normally send them and say, I want this reference, I want this journal article, I want this book. And I've just enjoyed your class. I have to move because I'm attending to some visitors, but just know I'll go through this lesson again because I'm also learning Zotero, and I have used Mendeley. I love EndNote, but I'm seeing this is a very easy version. So
Yes.
students, you know, really consider yourself lucky. And Samuel, keep it up.
Thank you very much, Prof.
I remember this. I remember this when you come for an interview.
I like that. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you very
Yes.
much, and God bless you. Allow me to leave the platform.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
Asante.
Caro, make sure that I get the recorded work. I'll find time in my own time to go through it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Asante. Asante sana, Professor. Now we can move on. You know, we were at the point of looking for a journal, a book from the library, because of taking care of the person who was not able to follow with my lot. Now, when you come to a book in the library like this one, and you look for the ones which are not electronic format, like this one that can only be available in a Diva, I guess like this one is a print book. So you open this particular book, and when you open this particular book here, I'm looking for its ISBN number. Do I have ISBN number with this one? Okay, but I'll be showing you also to use library rather than the ISBN number. Yeah, it is here. So this one. So you pick this ISBN number. Want to pick it and highlight it. With a lot of the goodness with Zotero, as Professor was saying, it's very easy to use. Very easy to use. Yes, I have copied now. I have copied the ISBN number, and then we come to our Zotero here, and we come to the identifier. Can you see the identifier? Then you come and put it here, you paste it, and then you enter. So we want to see whether we'll be able to get that book that we got from the library. Couldn't find. Okay, some do have a problem. Maybe I didn't copy it right. Maybe there was a spacing here. Let me remove the spacing. We see. Maybe the person who recorded. There must be a smaller problem, but it's supposed to pick. But I'll be showing you other ways of doing it. So this was just
Where do we place that ISBN number?
Technical problem there.
You see hapo juu after the green class.
Yes, then you need the arrow pointing down, new item.
Not
Yes, that one.
That after the whatever the green plus, then there's like a triangle facing down.
Yeah, joke, yeah.
two item. Unaona hizo vitu zenye ziko hapo mbili zimeshikana.
Kwa hivyo hiyo add item mama.
Hapo add item by ID.
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. Thank you. Wow.
Juliet, at least umesonga, mi nangoja.
Ni kung'ang'ana tu, ina
You're
taslimu
saying
wanasaidia.
heavily. So,
We can also Google
I am back
on
now.
you can go to Google Books and read an SBN.
I am back now. Sorry, we lost power in my place, and you are able to see me in darkness. So we have lost power. They are trying to work on it, but we need to move on.
A candle.
Yes, yes, we put a candle. We have lost power, but we're able to reconnect. So I want to move to the next level where we were saying the first thing that we were doing was to put in the ISBN number. That is just one way. There is also another way whereby now you come to that particular document, like this book that we search from the internet, I mean from our library page, you can see our Zotero, which has been accompanying us. If it were a new document, Zotero remains just as it on top. But when it is a book from a database like this one from the library, our Zotero has changed its icon, and now it looks like a book. It is ready now to accept the bibliographic information about this particular book. So you can click on it. So the moment you click on it, Zotero will pick the bibliographic information about that particular book. And if you come to your Zotero now here, you'll be able to see, has it come? It's supposed to have come here. Let me repeat that. We are not yet there. We have clicked and we have saved it under attitudes. So if I come to my Zotero under attitudes, I should be able to see, oh yeah, it is here. So you can see the book has been entered, and you can see it is Hope and Story Triumph. So if you look at this particular book, it's already entered in my Zotero. How did I enter it? By bringing, or rather picking the icon showing the book on top. The same would happen if you searched from the journal articles, like when we went through my loft and we got articles like this one. So if you click on this particular article or book or a journal, Zotero will change its color and shape to indicate that you are now looking at a different document, so it can be able to identify. And the goodness with Zotero works with you, can identify what you're reading, whether it is a book, whether it is an article. Like this one has automatically identified it's a journal article, and you can see it has picked it in PDF format. Now, if you come to our Zotero here, you can see the journal article has been populated here. All the information about that particular journal article has been populated here without typing. The same would happen if you went to, again, if I come back to my loft and I pick a book from eBook Central, the ones that we dealt with when we were searching for books, and maybe we search another book like children disabilities. So if you come here, you see this one, the HCI for children with disabilities. Then down here, you are able to see, wait for it now to finish. Yeah, it has changed the color and the shape, showing that it is a book. It has picked it. And if you check whether you have succeeded, you'll be able to see our HCI has been put there. What happens to documents which are not within our databases, like just Googling? If you just Googled and maybe you Googled something like knowledge management, let me look for something on knowledge management. If I just searched for a document which is not really in our databases, but I'm using it, and maybe it is just a Google document, although we talked and said that we don't have to use Google document when we have Google Scholar. But I have this document, and maybe I would like to keep it for future reference. Some of them could be web pages like this one, which is not even a book, and it's not a journal article, it's just a page. So you can click on it and it will be kept as a snapshot. And being a snapshot, that makes it a little bit difficult because it will not pick the entire information, because that material which is put in Google was not well done, and therefore it could not be recognized properly. But you have a way of putting in now the details about the author. If the author is available, then you can pick that author and you bring it. That author you bring to your document. If it has no author, then you pick the title of that document the way we said, and then you'll be able to populate the information about that document here. So you need to read. And remember, one of the criteria of knowing whether that information is authentic or not, the criteria should be, is that work, do that work really have an author? If no author, then questions in regard to authority of that particular document. If it is coming from .com, again, you question the authenticity of that particular document. And if it has no date of publication, again, that should give you problem with, in fact, you can see it's a document that is giving me trouble. All right. Now we have entered quite a lot into our Zotero. And you can see from my head, I have entered a lot. Now we have put like 5 items in our Zotero. Some from books, others from journals. How do we use them in our Word document and ensure that we're able to do proper citation? What you do, we come to a Word document here, our Word document, you can see it here. And then you type, maybe I'm typing a document, allow me, I'm still in darkness, yes, they sort out, according to, maybe, I don't remember, but I read something on HCI, you remember? So you will come to your Word document and you click on Zotero. The moment you click Zotero, which is embedded on top here, then you will be able to see these icons that should help you to integrate your Zotero with Word. And you pick the first one. The moment you pick the first one, then you look at the APA 7th edition. If it is not appearing, you can come here and you add more styles here. If it is not appearing among these, then you can click on more manage styles. If you click on manage styles, that's when you will be able to see that Zotero has so many styles which are inbuilt, and there are so many, there are thousands of styles which are available globally, not just APA. It is opening the many styles which are here. You can see them, and universities select from all these, and they pick the styles that can speak to the needs of their students. And so for us, we pick the 7th edition of APA, the American Psychological Association. So if I click that, then I enter that. So, where has it gone to? It needs to be somewhere. Okay. I have picked 7th edition. Then I say, okay. When I say okay, after picking the 7th edition, you can see the pop-up that has come now for me to enter a keyword of the things that I read. I read something on HCI, so I type HCI. I may not know the title, but it will now prompt me and ask me, did you read HCI for children with disabilities? Yes, this is the book. So I enter. So you can see what it has done to my work here. It has put Guerrero, the first author, with et al., full stop, comma, 2017. Now this one has been entered in, is it parenthetical or non-parenthetical?
Parenthetical.
Parenthetical. Now it has entered parenthetical.
Repeat Rev, sorry, repeat Rev again.
Let me delete. Let me delete. Go back. I have said you come to Zotero on top here. After clicking on Zotero, you come and click on Add Edit Citation. Then the pop-up will appear, because for the first time, if it is your first time, it will ask you whether you're using the APA or which style. But because we have already selected the 7th edition of the APA, then we don't have, it will not ask us any question to verify the citation style that we are using. Now, I have picked a book on HCI, something that maybe I didn't remember where I read, or maybe, but I read something, yeah, maybe on HCI. I click on it. You can see it there. Then I enter. After I enter, it has entered my citation in parenthetical. But the story here, according to, demands that I don't use parenthetical, but I use non-parenthetical, so that I remove the bracket here. So I'll come and remove the bracket, and I'll just put and remove this one because the comma. Then we put yes, they have improvised. You can see me, and it is good. All right, so we have put Galileo, and you can see now we have removed it from the parenthetical to the non-parenthetical. And then we bring our command head, as we said. And maybe you continue writing, maybe something else, and you would like now at the end to give another citation. And we read something maybe on knowledge management. I think we did. Then you pick, yeah, I get to remember, yeah, it was this one. So I enter it. So you can see it has now been entered in the parenthetical. Then I create maybe the space if the spaces were not there. But now, having done these two, in fact, immediately you do the first one. You should come to the next page on here. The next page, sorry. And I need to come to the next page. You click there, you enter, and you come to the next page. The next page, I'm opening the next page, and it is here. Then I type the word references. Okay. After typing the word references down here, then I tell Zotero to create the reference list for the two items which I have worked on. So I'll come to the third icon and I click on it, and my Zotero has created a reference list for me.
Wow.
Redo again, Rev.
Mwalimu, can I just ask a question before you? It's very interesting.
And
Now,
before I redo, let me continue something here. I will redo. Now I continue writing my story. I continue writing a story, and I want to quote another one. I come and click there, and I tell Zotero I read something on child. I was researching on child psychology, and I type there. So I have entered the third citation. You can see my Zotero is growing my research, my reference, without me coming back to it again. So I only need to do it for the first time. Then every other time that I enter a document, I come here and do another citation. Maybe I read something on religion and science, where I enter. So you can see I have entered another citation. My reference list is growing, and not only growing without me doing anything to it, it is growing and organized in alphabetical order without me struggling to come and organize it in alphabetical order. Not only the alphabetical order, if by any chance we had two authors, the way we were dealing with the two authors last time, in the same parentheses, you remember, then they will be organized according to the years in the right way. When it comes to this part one, like Abu Bakr, you can see the year. What has been authorized is the journal article, the journal and not the journal article. It has been done for us and put even in the HTTPS and everything that we need to put. Now, why do we need the other information or the other knowledge that we were learning in APA? Because this one is an app, this is a machine. So you will need now to come with your knowledge and try and look for any challenges that maybe that were there. If there is anything that you need to change, I have encountered a few challenges whereby sometimes they fail to provide maybe the capital letters for some things that you need. That we especially we said in the APA that there are things that you need to put the capitalization. But generally now, let me remove everything here so that I can repeat. And around those ones, I have removed everything.
Mr. Kungo,
Yes.
how different is that from the one that is inbuilt with the Word document?
As I said, the only difference that you get with Word document and Zotero and EndNote, as Professor was saying, is that the Word document, normally you type the bibliographic information about that particular document, isn't it?
Yes.
But this one you don't type. When it comes to collection of what you're doing, it becomes very easy, whereby you only tell Zotero either through your typing, one document, you come in and you type everything. So it's manual. But with Zotero, you can have ISBN, you just put the ISBN and it brings the bibliographic information home immediately without you typing. Saves you time. The same happens to if you have a document on your desktop and you'd like to save it in a way that maybe you are in the field and you're collecting data and you're using a laptop in the field, and then you have a desktop in your office, and you don't have to carry the two gadgets from wherever you are. So you could come and attach that document here. It will attach the document that you have on your desktop. Yeah, so like this one, it can even attach a document that I have on my desktop, and that I will carry with me wherever I am. And if I need to update it, I'll be able to update just as if I'm updating from my desktop. So it becomes easier than Word document. The Word document demanded that you do the typing, but this one can be able to detect whatever you are reading. In this case, like now, we were reading something from the library page, and you can see our Zotero has just click of this button, it keeps the record for you. So in other words, it keeps the record of it, it corrects whatever that you are reading. The other difference that you find with Word and Zotero is that when you are here with your Zotero, you can choose to synchronize your work and you click on synchronize here. What do I mean by synchronizing? With synchronizing, if like now I have done this research and I would like to keep it forever so that I don't lose this document, I will click on synchronize. Can you see the icon at the end here? This one looks like a small thing that is moving. So you open the sign references, and then it will ask you to sign in, and you create an account for yourself. This account is simply like an account where we create an account with an email, and your documents are kept safely. So all your research work that you have done will not be kept just in your desktop or your laptop. It will be shared in a server somewhere far away from you. And even if you lose that laptop, even if you lose that gadget, you can still be able to know what you have been doing over the years, and you can be able to download your documents. Like I have synchronized quite a lot. I think I started using my Zotero around 2006 or 2010 there. And today I was trying to see the materials that I have been using, or rather I have used over the years when I signed in, because it gets filled up, and mine got filled up. I'm trying to open a new like this one. So this one, these are all the things that I have been doing for many, many years. And this reminds me of a time I was pursuing a course in peace and conflict, and we dealt with um, rehabilitation, rejection, politics, etc. So it keeps the record of all the materials that you have read over the years. So again, that adds to the difference between the Word and Zotero. There is something else that you can get from Zotero other than just putting in the citation management and your referencing. You can have groups, you can join groups, you can create groups, and if you have a group of people that are working, it may be like now, if you are a group studying on a particular subject, you can create a new group and you give it a name. And then you invite members to that group, such that whatever you are doing, it can be posted there and people can share. Something else, you can search a group that is dealing with your issue. Like for me, I'm working on a topic on knowledge management. And if I click there, then I can search and see whether we have people who are dealing with knowledge management globally. And I'll be able to see what they're reading. Like I have UNDP, India Urban Knowledge Management, which has 7 members. If they allow me to join, I'll be able to see the documents that they are reading currently. So these ones, they registered in 2023. It's a group which is closed, so it cannot be allowed unless maybe I ask them to allow me to join. But I can see the materials that they have been reading, and this can help me not to invent the wheel. I can just go straight to what they have been researching on, or rather they're reading, and that will inform me to just go straight to the materials and be able to see whether I can be able to access them. And it makes it very easy for researchers to share their research output and also to collaborate if you are studying maybe on malaria and you form a group like this one, there are 7 members, unless they allow you to join, you may not be able to test them. But you create a group and then you post the materials that you're reading for future reference, and even for people who might be interested in your topic, and they come through and you can join them. All right. So now I think I have over answered your question, the difference between Word and Zotero. Have I ever answered your question? Or do I need to repeat something? I wanted to repeat on one thing, that is how to use Zotero. Did I answer the question in terms of the difference between the Word and
Yes, Mr.
Zotero?
Kun, you did. Thank you.
I over answered that one. I believe I did.
You
No,
have
we want
surpassed.
Reverend, I had a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm following, but I was wondering when it comes to the referencing being specific to just particular, say, page, which you want to cite, how will that be possible?
You would like to cite a particular page and not the entire document.
Yeah, and in even paragraph, for example, say that you are making a reference to, okay, for the purpose of this discussion, looking at any declaration or a judgment that was delivered by the Supreme Court, and you want to make a citation of particular paragraphs.
And it has the author and the year the link. And now let's go to an example from your area, which is the area of what do you call your area? I have this database. I can even Google for a case, and then we see how. I think I'm using a totally different database. Let me use the database that we will all be able to see, so that I can answer the cases. Let me use the Daystar platform. So here we have Daystar. Change this to Daystar. So that I go to your database with cases, and then we see how you can do that practically with cases. So there you are. I'm opening my loft, and this also helps you to refresh the issues of my loft if you have a problem with that. I know we have your dedicated database for cases. not Wiley. I know you know it. You can remind me the name. Lexis and Nexis. Yeah, this one. I was looking for your database in the School of Law, those who are dealing with law, and maybe you'd like to cite a case. And then we see it practically, how to cite that particular case. And the same can happen when you downloaded it from the internet that has the credentials, the owner of that particular document. Yeah, here we are. We have your case. We want to look at a case here. Like this one in UK. Let me pick just one. Do I need to type and look for a case? Maybe on what? Hey, hii yenu inakuwaga very serious. I don't know. Maybe one word to look for a case. Defamation. Don't know whether I'll be able to get anything on defamation. Let me see. Whether there is anything on defamation there. I have to give all the details. Hey. Let me see. Or okay, I'm not getting it. Let me look for something quickly and look for at least one case. Hey, I have to define them. Wow. I wanted a quick one. Oh yeah, defamation. See if I have any. Yes, we have like this one. Fraud times. So you meant a case like this one, eh? So I have picked a case by these Floods versus Times Limited, and the case has opened, and I would like to cite this case. So you could, if it is from this Lexis and Nexis, you can copy citation, or you can send the citation to Zotero directly. Because even if you copy citation, sometimes can be able to be sent to Zotero, or you can allow Zotero on top here to pick that citation, but it has picked it as a snapshot, so that won't help much with your case. If it is a case like, let me go to this one. Right. Let's see whether it will open a particular case in depth. Okay. This one. 2022. And the case has opened. And I have the details about this case. And I would like to cite this case only. So I want to use Zotero in making this case. So I come on top here. Again, it has picked it as a snapshot, meaning I'll have to enter a few details about it manually. And I didn't want to have the manual entry, but it shows I'll have to do it manually. Okay, let's go to our Zotero and see what has been entered. This is the case. So you have to enter the names of the authors manually. So you come and put their names. Hey, for the sake of time, maybe let's say it was done by Kamau, and maybe the first name, for the sake of time, John, although I'll delete it because they are not the owners of that case. And then I give the date quickly, maybe 2024, for the sake of just showing you how to do it. We have entered this case and we don't want it to be a web page. So we come and say it was not a web page, it was a case. Yeah, this one, it was a case. So the case calls for which even the court that was attended, maybe Kikuyu, I don't know, but I'll delete them, just allow me for now. Then you give all the other details about that particular case. Then when you come to cite that case here, you come to Zotero, you click Zotero on top of your Word document, you click on Zotero, then you come and click on the add citation, and we have a case by who? Okay, come on. Yeah.
Where did you click Zotero, please?
Okay, let me go back. All right, let me remove everything. We now have Word document. Let me open just a new Word document so that we can move together again. Now, this is Word document, which is plain. And we want to enter that case that we have searched and we have put in the details about that case, plus other materials that we have used. Now, you can see your Word document was configured to use Zotero. So I click on Zotero. Can you see that, Bonodero? Are we together up to that point?
Yes, at least you are doing it fast, so I didn't even see the cursor going to Zotero.
But are we together up to that point?
Yes.
Good. Now the next one, you come and click on Add Citation. The first one on your left. Are we there? Can you see that?
Yes, we are there now. Yes, I've seen that.
Then the pop-up has come that is asking you what exactly you are looking for. And when it is asking for what you're looking for, we are looking for a case that we have just entered by Kamau. So you click on it, Kamau 2024. So it has done, or rather it will do for us an in-text. Where is it? He got lost. Oh yeah, we had not selected, because it is a new document, we needed to select that one for Zotero, 7th edition, Kamau here now. This is the case. Yeah, it has now been entered. The case has been entered. And as you can see, the problem with lawyers, they have a way of doing their things. So you can see how it has entered things here. Is this how you do your referencing, Learned friend, in your area?
Reverend, thanks. I think this is helpful. We've been using our scholar, but I wanted to see how using the Zotero, we are able actually to plug in and even make a direct specification that I was making reference to paragraph, say 76 of this particular case. Maybe I think I can try this much later, just practicing. Thank you. I think you've shown me the route. Thank you.
All right. Now, I don't mean not to get in here. They belong to another category of calling each other learned friends, including when they are referencing their materials. Yes.
Yeah, so when I try to put the in-text citation, it's coming, it's showing Zotero, then also quoting and showing how it should be cited, but then it's not appearing on the one document.
Okay. When I stop sharing, then I would like to see your screen. Then I help you at that point. So you'll allow me now to repeat the process. And I want to start with a new Word document again, a blank document like this one. We want to use the materials that we have put in Zotero. So we come and tell Zotero, up here we want to do an in-text citation. Zotero will ask which style you are using, and we are using the APA 7th edition. So I click on the 7th edition, and then I enter. Then Zotero will bring in this query platform that I can answer and say, I read something on maybe child psychology, and then I enter. Maybe I read this on social protection children. So I have entered, and as you can see, it has entered in. Is it parenthetical or non-parenthetical? What type of
parenthetical?
Parenthetical. And maybe if it was the beginning of a story and I was sharing, maybe to say according according to so and so, according to Marino. So you have to come and remove the bracket and also remove the ampersand and put the add. And then I remove the comma here and put the, that's why you would need the other knowledge that we shared. That way now we have put the story. Then I give the case, maybe a whole paragraph. If I have cited, if I have picked a whole paragraph, I can put it here. Then I give the citation of why I got that paragraph, if I paraphrased it, or if I used direct quotation and picked a paragraph like our case of the raw people where they just pick the whole case and they have put it here, then they would like to put reference to it. Then if it is within the beginning with as a form of a story, then you would give this then an parenthetical. Then if you have given a whole paragraph that you have copied and you'd like to tell us where you got it from, then maybe paraphrasing where you got that work from, then you come and tell Zotero to cite for you again. So, and maybe this time around, said something on growing or something, women employment, we enter that. Now, having entered this, again, it is now in a parenthetical, and then we can enter, we go to the second page, because your references must always start from a new page, then we write our word references. Good, references. And there we are, we put in add citation, this one, add bibliography. You click on it and our references will be entered directly here. Now, if you continue typing and you continue giving narrations, something, then you come and type another document, maybe still on child psychology or something. Otherwise, another document I've entered. My Zotero keeps on growing my reference list. And not only growing it, but making sure that my reference list is organized in the alphabetical order. And my work will now be to check whether everything is as per what I know that should be appearing in Zotero. I mean, in APA form.
Excuse me.
With that, now you can ask me a question.
Yes, now, Banakongo, do
Yes,
some
Bonaventure.
people,
Yes.
do some people face the danger?
Yes.
I'm making an observation in the form of a question.
Yes.
Do some people face the danger of just growing their list because they see Zotero is making your references very easy and you're moving very fast? Do some people face the danger of having a long reference list without even referring to those authors in their own document?
And okay, the only goodness about Zotero is that it will not allow you to develop your reference list without bringing it to your in-text citation. However, if you decide just to omit your in-text and you create a clean just reference list, then that can be done. But the goodness with Zotero ensures that whatever is in your in-text is in your reference list. I don't know whether Mwalimu, you were contributing to that.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you want to have a long list, but you just know the author, but you have not cited them in your in-text. So you just want a long reference list so that people say, oh, this guy has read a lot.
Yeah. So but this one now takes care of that, where you have
Is it just me or what?
He's lost again.
Question.
Okay, it's back.
Oh, I was lost a bit. Sorry.
You were frozen.
You know, I'm now using my phone to access the internet since the power went off here. So, and someone was trying to call and disrupted my internet. All right. Oh, okay. Now I'm back. Is there any other question or comment?
Yes, Daktari.
Yeah.
You had told me that I'll share your screen after you're done so that you can tell me where.
And I have stopped sharing so that I allow you to share your screen. We have Othello, I think you have answered. You have been able to share your question. I can see your hand is up. Cindy, I hope you're the one sharing now. And those are the two people who have raised their hands and I can see them. All right. Okay, Cindy, I can see you are good. You have Zotero with you. You open your Word document. Okay, blank. So, Abu, make it, Abu maximize the page. Maximize it. Click on that part for maximizing. Okay, can you see your Zotero on top? Up there, up there, up there. Where you see the blue color. The blue on top. Okay, read your document from the top. Like lawyers, they tell us you read your document from the top. Top
On
the
the
level.
menu. Enda kwa help.
At the menu.
Help.
Yes.
Hapo.
Yes, click that Zotero. Now come to your add edit citation. Click on it. Then select 7th edition of APA. Then say okay. Say okay, you are good. Then have you read something? Have you saved anything in your Zotero? Even if it is 1 or 2 documents. Yes, that one, biblical. Enter. Click enter. Good. Now go to the next page. Enter until you get to the next page. So in page 1, go to page 2 now. Click enter at the end of, okay, go on to the next page. In your next page at the top, write the word references. No, write the word references first. In your next page, write the word references, where your references will start appearing. Enter, enter, click enter. Now go to the third icon on top of there, insert, second, in yours is second. Add edit bibliography. Oh yeah, it has disordered. Okay, keeps on changing from one computer to the other, no problem. Now, can you see your citation has now been referenced?
Yes, thank you.
Go back to the top. Go back to the top. No, the first page, I mean page 1, where we did the entry of your first citation in text. Go back a little bit up. I want to see your in-text citation that you did. Can you assume you're writing something after that? We assume it is just parenthetical, but continue writing something.
Right here?
Yeah, just write things. Even if it is www something. Just write something. It's okay now. It's okay now. Now go and cite. Have you saved another document?
No, I don't have.
Oh, you have saved just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Then when you save the second one, you go back to add edit citation. You put in the one that you would like to put in your citation. Then your reference list will just grow.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Now we have answered that. You're okay now. Unless there is someone else with a problem or a question to ask, yes, Chris, you are free to come, and then we'll have a talk in the office. That's fine. Okay. Do you have any other comment or question?
Yeah, Reverend.
Yes, Josephine.
I had a problem with getting Zotero in my Word. I shared my screen and you said maybe we will look at it later. I've put off the computer, the laptop, then put it on. I can see Zotero in my Word document. But the
Okay.
problem is when I click on it, when I click on Zotero, it tells me Word could not communicate with Zotero. What
No
does it mean?
problem. Share your screen, we work with you.
Now? Maybe if you continue, because I've logged, okay, I'm now using my phone.
Okay.
Because I had put off the laptop. So maybe as you could proceed, then I can request to share.
No problem then. So we can ask for any
Reverend,
question. Yes,
how are you?
yes. Hello.
Hello, Reverend, how are you?
I'm good. Paul, how are you?
I'm very fine.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the sharing today and the rich information we are getting. Now, I just wanted you maybe to help us clear this, that going ahead, now it means anything we want to write, we must do it through Zotero. You
If
can't
you want,
maybe do it somewhere else and then bring it to Zotero.
the practice with the Zotero is from the word go. Before you start writing, ensure you have your Zotero. Because if you write and then bring Zotero later on, it will demand that you do those in-text citations afresh. So start with the Zotero so that you can add with the Zotero well. It requires that you do it right from the word go. Is that okay? All right. We have Faith. Faith, you have a question and then we go to Regina.
Yes. I was still there and wondering how you are saving the books in Zotero, whereby when I cite, after citing, after going to the document, that it is popping in, the Zotero is popping there. But when I go back, when I cite whatever I have, after giving that citation, how do you go that you get another one?
Oh,
another citation.
Share your page where you are.
Okay. I'm using, I don't know. I'm using my phone and then I'm using my laptop to do the Zotero. So, yeah.
Or do I do
Yeah.
from my head and I show you how to do it?
Yes, you can do from your end. I can still follow. There's just a slight near I've been lost.
Now we can ask Regina to ask, maybe it's the same question. When I repeat, then Regina, you have a different question or I go ahead and answer.
Yeah, I think I was left behind because my Word document did not pick Zotero.
Have you restarted your machine? Your computer? You may need to restart it so that we see whether the problem is connectivity with the Word document. Sometimes when we restart our computers, they agree to be configured. Now, I want to repeat the process. And maybe I start from here, from Zotero. You make Zotero available by going to your desktop. I start from there. We have already installed. We now have access to Zotero. You come to the desktop, you make it active. The moment you make it active, you create a folder. And you name that folder, like maybe I call it leadership. I'm repeating the whole thing for everyone. Now I have called it leadership, so it is new. Then we have said you can choose to do it manually. You can choose to use the ISBN number if you have an ISBN number of a book, and you can choose to use our intelligent Zotero that works with you as a research assistant, where we talked about books from maybe My Loft. We had a case there, and we had other books like this one, HCI. We look maybe for a different book on maybe psychology. Maybe I'm researching a book on psychology. It is sending me to another library I was using. It has refused to come to my library that I was reading. So I may need to, okay, forget about that one. We pick this one, this article here, and we tell Zotero to save that article. And sometimes you may encounter these problems where it fails to pick the full text. If you encounter this type of a problem, then it calls for you now to enter it manually if such a problem appears. And also some articles like this one will have this icon, cite this article, and others will have download citations. If it has this, cite this one, you can copy the citation and Zotero can pick it directly from there. If I copy citation, sometimes when I, oh, this one has sent them to, I don't like it because there are some which says download the citation. And when it says download citation, they are normally downloaded directly to either your Zotero, if you're using Zotero, or any other citation management tool. Because this one, I can't see that download a citation, but we have seen like a document. Let me see whether we have a better document like this one. We were looking for something on a tournament. Hey, I need to sign in with the Daystar one. I was using, I need to sign out with this one. Yeah, Daystar, I've already signed in. So I don't know why it is giving me trouble. And I've already signed in. Just give me a few minutes. I look for a book for us to use. Demonstration reasons. Yeah, this one has accepted and this is fine. So we have children in colonial Africa. And then we want to put this book in Zotero, where we have created a folder on leadership. And you can see Zotero has changed its icon to that book to look like a book. I click on that. Then my Zotero will save that document with its bibliographic information here. So you can see it has been populated. The same would happen here if I come and I pick on.
How was it picked? I've not seen how it has picked.
Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. No problem. No, oh, this one is HCI. I didn't want it to be. Okay, we can still HCI. But I wanted, let me look for disabilities. And now we have this one. This is the book. Maybe I have picked that book. And I would like this book to be picked by my Zotero and be put in my folder, the folder that I'm using on readership. So I come, can you see my Zotero has changed its icon on top here, where there was a Z. Now it is no longer a Z, but an icon of a book. Can you see it? This one. Can you see it?
Yes.
Then you click on it. The moment you click on it, Zotero asks you whether to save in that folder called leadership, and I can even change to another folder. I was teaching English 112, so if I want it in English 112, then I can put it there. If I want to put it at the attitudes, I can choose the folder to put it. But in this case, we have allowed it to save in the folder called leadership. And the bibliographic information about that book has been populated here. The same happens to journals, to any material that you have access to online. So we have now entered at least 2 materials in our Zotero. Now, if you populate these materials in your Zotero and you'd like to use it in a Word document, you come to a Word document, and maybe you pick a new Word document. New Word document is here. Then you come and click on Zotero. Then you come and tell Zotero you want to cite with the first icon there, where it asks you the citation, add citation. Then you pick on APA 7th edition and you say OK. Once you say OK, it brings a query box here that asks you what exactly do you want to put in there. Like we have done something on, was it disability? Yeah, then maybe I would say, yeah, it was this one. So I enter. Once you click on enter for the very first time that I have entered either parenthetically or non-parenthetically, I can go to the next page, because normally your reference list should start from your second page. So we go to the second page and we write references. Then I enter. Once I enter, then I tell Zotero from this one, add a edit bibliography to create that reference. And it has created my reference list for the first book that I have entered. Now, if I continue writing and I put many other information and I cite another document, another author that maybe wrote something still on disabilities, and I come and put disabilities there, maybe emerging research, this one, I put them. So what happens to my reference list? It keeps on growing without me touching on the reference list. It keeps growing. Provided I have done the first entry, then I come to the second page and I do the references and I tell where the Zotero to put my references. So it will be customized to place my references down here. My work now will be to look into it with the knowledge that I got from the class in APA 7th edition, try and edit it if it is non-parenthetical or parenthetical, or looking at the reference list whether there are issues and things that I may be required to change. I think in a snapshot, that's what we have covered in APA. Is that okay now?
Yes.
We have Josephine, you have
Yes, yes.
Go ahead and share now or talk to us.
Okay.
Josephine?
I cannot share the screen.
Oh, okay. Oh, they had you had list before. Oh, okay. That's fine. Do you have any other question or comment? Okay. My assumption is now you are good. Daktari, are you there?
Okay. Okay, Reverend.
Yes.
I'm being told that I cannot share while you're sharing.
Oh, let me stop sharing.
Okay.
Now you can share now. I have stopped sharing. You can go ahead. I see you have Zotero on top. Can you click on that Zotero? Hey, has it disappeared to where?
Okay. I want to.
Bring your cursor to Zotero on top. Can you see the? Can you see the ribbon?
Almost on the page up with you.
I'm seeing it, but there's this bar that has the taskbar that has blocked me.
Oh, this is something to do with your settings, your word settings. I will try and your cursor cannot go to. Oh, yeah, I can see your cursor is going up there. Can you bring cursor to home? Can you see home in your Word document?
Yeah.
Can you bring that cursor to the end where you see Zotero after view? Continue.
Okay. The problem is there's this taskbar that has just come that is blocking me from moving my
my cursor beyond design.
Continue. Go. Oh, it can't go beyond the design.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to scroll. Are you using a laptop that that uses what do you call that? That you can scroll with your fingers, because you may need, or you decrease your view from 100 to maybe a 90. You see whether you'll be able to see the whole page from your end. Are you able to see anything? Is it changing anything?
No.
And you are not able to see that Zotero that I'm seeing from my end.
I see Zotero on the top there.
Yeah, it is already there.
Okay, are you getting my point?
Yes, it is a
There
question
is,
of now.
the problem is
Mhm.
there's this taskbar for Zoom that has come to block me from engaging beyond design. I can engage file, home, insert, design only.
You cannot see page layout?
Minimize the Zoom.
Minimize Zoom.
Oh, yeah, because she's using both, yes. Can you click on, when you go to the Zoom, you click on like a small level of your Zoom, and have you minimized? Not the Word document, but Zoom. Are you seeing my face from your head? So that you minimize and you don't see my face. And open your Zotero, I mean your Zoom. I can see your Zoom down there. I will go to Zoom.
I've minimized.
I open your Word document now.
Exit full screen.
And now can you see Zotero?
It's blocked.
Hi, now do this, eh? You are using a phone and a laptop or both?
Okay, I'm using a laptop now.
Because if you are using a phone, you could go to what now? Just take a screenshot. And then you see, but we can see from our head, we can see you have Zotero and you are good. Maybe if you follow the steps that we have shared.
I have it. Okay, the problem is when I go to the three icons for the Zotero, after clicking the Zotero there, the three icons, it's telling me that my Word cannot connect to Zotero.
Okay.
Can you try saving your Word file as save it as go for 97,2000.
Oh yeah, sometimes because of the version.
Save as, pick any place you want to save, in which version, whatever. Okay. Pick 97, remove that Word document there, go down there. Where, yeah, no. The second, after the one I highlighted, the second, pick 97 convertible. 97, 2000, and is it 2000 what?
Yeah.
The one that has 97 to something.
2000 template.
Yeah, whatever that begins with 97. That
No,
one.
that's the template. The other one, it's a different one. There was another one called document, that one.
Did you pick 97? You would try go to Zotero. Close, what did you save as? File save as what? Did you pick 97 and then give it a word, then close it and reopen? Where you have 97 beginning, save.
But he saved it as doc1. It's there on the desktop. I can see it.
I will click on it after you save. No problem. Just
Close
click on it.
it and then reopen. Okay, try to get to Zotero. Have you tried going to those? Yeah.
You have minimized completely. Have you go to the second sharing of double? Yeah. Are you seeing Zotero now?
Click on it.
Yes. Ah, good. One could not communicate with the Zotero. Please ensure Zotero is running and try again. If this problem persists, say okay now. Just say okay. Then go to your desktop, clear this and go to your desktop. Then click on Zotero there. Okay, now go to your Word document now. Open a new Word document. Just leave that one alone. Open a new document, Word document. Go to Zotero now. Go to it and click that Zotero. Yes, now you're moving. Good. You are done.
Nice.
So once they are linked with your machine, it seems like it has to work when your Zotero is active, which is okay.
Yeah, some Word documents are not compatible with certain sometimes applications. However, certain Word documents like 97 to 2000 are more compatible. So when you sometimes find your Word document is not behaving, try and save it as 97 because those are kind of old versions, but they are compatible with every new version.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have someone else with a question or something that you'd like me to answer? Actually, our presentation for today is there, unless there is a question.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kung. It has been amazing to have you take students through this. It may not be a one-day knowledge. It requires experience and trying and practice so that you can always know what has been taught. But it's been amazing having you teachers and the library section and the time you've given and committed. You see, no one is going to pay you for this, but this course we are paid for those of us who teach, but nobody will pay you. But I'll just say that thank you so much for taking your time, and on behalf of the students, our faculty, and everyone who is teaching these students, to appreciate your time. And please tell the the acting librarian, Euphrain, and others who have been supporting that we are very, very grateful. And we hope that students, you take, not that this was a practical session. We hope that when you go through the video slowly, you'll also pick it up. But we appreciate. Maybe I should give one student just to appreciate the library section for this section and for everything. And let me allow Cindy, you can speak on behalf of the class.
Reverend, may the Lord bless you. The Lord will reward you.
Amen.
Yeah, Daktari.
Yeah.
Yes, Cindy. Yeah, so for us, we are appreciating for the effort and just the time that the librarians have taken to come and take us through the library orientation. And we are glad that they are open to our consultation anytime. Thank you so much, Dr. Kunga, and the team.
Karibu.
Gender, any gentleman, Othello, you wanted to talk on behalf of the nice gender.
Yes, okay. Okay, on behalf of all of us, including our brothers in this forum and also our sisters who just speak on behalf of everyone. You previously we were surprised that the VC joined us, so it was good The VC recognize the efforts that you have made in the library and you continue to make, and the time that you've taken to train the class, and especially for this program, and how meticulous you people you have been, and how patient you have been in delivering this training to us. We just thank you. We bless God for you and for Him to give you more strength and give you the courage and the patience that you need to deal with people, not only this class, but other people who will need your assistance in the library. This thing is something that we need to do all the time, because if you relax, you go after the training, you don't practice, then of course you are going to forget. So my plea is to everyone, so that we continue working on this and also practicing what we have learned. Because when you get into the practice, you get lost, you will be able to consult somebody who can, or you can come to the librarians to help you connect to what you are doing. Thank you very much for what you have done. Even our sisters, those who have participated, Ephraim, Madam Grace, and also the librarian, Madam Jane. We just commit all of them, and then we bless the Lord for all of you guys. Thank you so much for what you have done. Thank you for your effort.
Thank you so much. That was type word for Mr. Kung. I think you are very patient. And this is exactly for you, Mr. Kung. He's not changing about his personality and his character. That is it. And when you go to the library, when you're stuck, he will be there to support you. skongo@daystar.ac.ke, and you can always reach out to him in Daystar. We even call and we are assisted. So so I hope you people, you've learned one or two things. As I told them, Mr. Kongo, this is not the usual way Daystar we do things, but we're trying to come up with a new model of trying to help students early enough before they start writing their thesis on some of the basics that are very important for them. Like next week, we are hoping to take them through the thesis management system so that they have knowledge of what they are, registered through the thesis management system, so that as they start writing up, they know that all documents will pass through that particular system before they get to the library. So thank you so much, Mr. Kume. God bless you. Maureen, you are the host. You will definitely end the live. You can click stop at the live recording, because then once you are the host, or you give it back to me, then I can end. But thank you so much. I wish you well, and we'll be talking. And if you have anything you can say, and then we can close the class and you can pray for the students. Maureen, meanwhile, you can end the live one, or you send it back to me. Or there is a form there you want to speak to it?
Yeah, I don't know. I've picked on one of the forms here. If you're able to fill in to give us feedback, the better. If you're able to do it.
Reverend, we also need your prayers.
Please take some 5 minutes, go through.
Yes.
Go through that, Nini. Go through that form, fill for, as usual, we do an evaluation. Since you won't have it on the class portal, you can do it for now.